So then if you take gratitude one step farther and you start expressing gratitude for those things that have not manifested physically for you yet, but you feel it as if it's already here, it does so many things. It pops you out of lack. Hey there, prosperity seeker, and welcome to another episode of The Prosperity Approach. I'm your host, Allyson Chavez. I'm always honored and happy that you're spending some of your time here with me today. I am super excited to show you a tool today that is so underused and so underrated and devalued, quite honestly, on our road to success, which really helps us untangle from all of the struggle. We tend to use this tool as a manipulation tool rather than as, we use it as a manipulation weapon, I think, rather than a tool for success and a tool to just get us out from under the struggle and under all of the strain. And that tool that I'm talking about is gratitude. Now, before you roll your eyes and glaze over and switch podcasts, you need to stay with me on this, because I was like you were too at one point, where I would make gratitude lists, sobbing through the list about what a crap show my life was. I was using gratitude as a weapon and not as a tool for success. Because when we're listing all of these things, or we're thinking to ourselves, gosh, I actually have life really good compared to so-and-so and so-and-so, and, people in third world countries, and even compared to who I was last year or who I was 5 years ago, my life is so much better now. But it's always that, but we should be grateful for this. And we're like, yeah, we should, but you don't understand how hard life is there. So that's what I talk about, using gratitude as a weapon. It's this, or we use it as a weapon of manipulation as well. And I did this. When I was first starting my business, I was so afraid to fail. I was so afraid to get it wrong. And I really had this super perverted relationship, quite honestly, with God, because I was like, have I run out of my quota of miracles? Have I run out of my quota of blessings? Probably. I don't know that God really wants to bless me. It was just totally perverted in my mind about who God was and how he worked in my life. And I would say, thank you so much for a client. And then I'd be like, and please send 10 more. But it was from this feeling of desperation and this feeling of not enough and this feeling of maybe one will never come again. And so it really wasn't like this sincere gratitude that a woman has come into my life and has trusted me with this part of her journey. And that is a sacred honor and a sacred privilege, that I'm working with a soul who is now not only going to change her world, but she's going to change generations, because she's going to teach her children, because she can't help but teach her children just from the way that she changes. She's going to model it for her kids, because that's what we do. And instead it was like, hey, thanks for coming. Okay, now I need some more. And so for a long time, I was reading all the books about happy for no reason, and gratitude is the way to get more to come into your life. And so I really was using it as a weapon of manipulation. And it can be really easy to do that in today's circumstances as well. So I really wanted to speak into that, because we're all in this boat that's really rocky right now, and I had to, I got sucked into the news abyss for a little while, I will admit, and I was addicted to it. And I was like, hey, what's blowing up today? And everything was blowing up today, from Ukraine to our money, to the job market, to housing. Everything is blowing up in a really bad way. And I got addicted to that drama. I will admit, I got addicted to that drama. But what I found was that it wasn't doing me any favors. It was making me angrier and angrier at current administration. It was making me feel powerless. It was making me feel really scared, and I was getting tighter and tighter and smaller and smaller. And I'm like, oh dear, this is going against what I teach. So I have to stop the YouTube scroll. I have to stop the news feed, because this is not doing me any good at all. And I can be irate and riot in my own mind against all the injustices that are going on right now with gas prices and with food prices and with supply chain issues and with this culture of entitlement that is absolutely astounding to me right now. Or Or I can focus on something I would actually like to focus on that actually does me some good and helps me to grow. So, like I said, I'm riding this boat right along with you. And I have to remember, like, Allyson, do you remember what you teach? You need to apply that right now. I like to tell people sometimes, like, I'm in the trenches here with you. I'm not sitting on a rainbow blowing bubbles and stroking my unicorn right now. I'm also not in the future. Like, I'm going through all of this with you, but we can navigate the way that we focus and what we choose to focus on depends on, it really determines how we steer our ship. It really determines on whether we capsize. It really determines on the experience that we have in riding these waves. Because here's what I do know. We all get through it. This is what I absolutely know. The economy will right itself. The housing market will right itself. All of this will right itself eventually. But in the meantime, there are things that you can be doing in your own personal economy and in the way that you're spending your time and your thoughts and your energy that's going to make your ride a whole lot smoother than perhaps it is right now. And so as I have been utilizing my tools and I have been like, okay, like, what can I do? Like, I heard way many years ago, like, look around less and imagine more. And what my mind was taking me to was like off the cliff of everything. And so I was like, okay, I'm imagining more, but I'm not looking around less. So that one wasn't really working for me. And then I just got really simple, ladies. I got really foundational. And I thought, what's the one tool that if we just use this really, really intentionally is going to change everything? And it was gratitude. Because of what gratitude does. When you are in a sincere place of gratitude, you're not just ticking off the list. You're not just writing it down. Like, you're feeling it. You're thinking about what you're writing down that you really are grateful for. You really can appreciate right now in your life. It does a number of things. First and foremost, gratitude makes what you already have enough. And I think that's the most important thing that gratitude does, is it makes what you've already got going on enough instead of the, yeah, but I've got all this, but I still don't have that. And when we're focusing on what we don't have, we're focusing on lack and we're creating more lack. But when we're focusing really on what we can appreciate that's working for us right now, to whatever degree it's working for us, it makes everything that we have right now enough. And that's where we want to work from. We want to work from this place of enoughness, because then you start telling your subconscious, you start telling God, you start putting it out vibrationally into the universe that you already have enough. And the universe will send you more of what you already have. It will send you more of what you already have enough of. So it calms you the heck down, first of all. Like, we've got enough. We've got enough to pay the bills today. I don't know if we're going to have enough to pay the bills next week, but next week doesn't even exist yet. Today we have enough, and we have enough to spare. Thank you. Wow. Thank you that we have enough. In fact, if we wanted to go buy a bag of chocolate covered almonds, we could do that right now because we have plenty. All right, we might not be able to travel first class for the next little while, but we can still travel. And we might not be taking a cross-country trip right now, but we can go across the state and discover something that we've never done in our own backyard. Gratitude makes what you already have enough, and then you can start building from there, because most people will start at lack and they'll try to build from lack, and that's really, really hard to do. And so we want to start you at a place of enoughness. The second reason why gratitude is the most underrated, underused, undervalued tool, but the most powerful tool to use in times like this, is what it does in the position it puts you in. It puts you in a place of receiving. And we're always receiving something. We're always calibrated to something. Are we calibrated to anger and injustice? Are we calibrated to everything always works out for me? That I'm so grateful that I'm rich? Are you calibrated to endless and limitless supply? Are you calibrated to not enough? Like, we're always calibrated to something. And we know what we're calibrated to based on how we're feeling and based on what our dominant thoughts are. So gratitude says, I have received. Like, it is the ultimate in receiving. So when we're expressing gratitude for what we already have, thank you. Like, I will receive more of that. And we live in a very, very generous universe. And so when we're saying thank you and we're connected to that and we're feeling good, we're feeling safe, and we're feeling like we're moving forward and like, we got this, we're going to surf these waves instead of get drowned by these waves, right? Like, we're going to surf this. We're okay. We're just getting our balance. We're good. Oh, thank you. I have received. And then the universe will send you more of what you're already receiving. So then if you take gratitude one step farther, and you start expressing gratitude for those things that have not manifested physically for you yet, but you feel it as if it's already here, it does so many things. It pops you out of lack. Because if it's already here, like, you stop yearning for it, you stop craving it, you stop wanting it because it's already here. Those of you who know me know I love peanut M&Ms. If I'm eating peanut M&Ms, I don't want them. I already have them. I'm enjoying them. I'm not eating a peanut M&M going, dang, I sure wish I could have a peanut M&M. I've got it. I don't want it. I'm enjoying it. I'm receiving it. So if you will allow yourself to first express gratitude for what's already here, and then go to gratitude for what is on its way, and feel it in your mind and feel it in your body as if it's already here, that you are already receiving it, it sends out two really, really loud signals. First, it signals your body and it signals your subconscious to bring that to you. When you're running those programs, the function of the brain is to make your subconscious programs the reality. And so if your program is gratitude, wow, I have so much. Wow, I live in a generous, loving, kind, abundant universe. Wow. When you start running those programs, it moves your body into that vibration, and it also commands your subconscious to bring you more of that, whatever it is that you're feeling. And so you've moved your body into a vibration of receiving that which you desire, and now you're actually broadcasting that signal to the universe. And the universe responds to emotion. The universe responds to vibration. Bob Proctor used to say, words are just noise. Vibrations never lie. And that's why when we're like, I'm grateful for this and I'm thankful for that and I appreciate that, but you're not in that vibration of receiving and appreciating. And then you're like, why is my life still a crap hole? It's because the universe is responding vibrationally to whatever vibration you are broadcasting. So get really, really curious and really aware of what vibration you're broadcasting. And if you've got a rocky relationship with God right now, do you know how to fix it? With gratitude. Just gratitude and just seeing everything that's working in your life and then giving God credit. The scriptures tell us that's the only thing that upsets God is when we don't acknowledge him. So if you acknowledge him and you acknowledge his hand in every part of your life, then the bad starts becoming good because you start seeing the good. And then you start getting really excited about the good that's coming because of the good that's already here. And then like, okay, well, you know what? Maybe we're not eating New York steaks right now, but we're going to have some really good Angus burger. I don't know. I'm not really a steak or beef eater unless you get me to Ruth's Chris, and then I'm 100% a filet mignon eater. But when you can continually express gratitude and really, really feel that gratitude, I am telling you, you will change. And first, you will notice it. The inner changes come first. And as you stay calibrated to gratitude, your outer world will change. It has to. It's law. And it's not man-made law, which can change on a dime and whoever's in power. It is a universal, immutable law of prosperity. So play with it. Pick it up, use it. Now, one of the easiest ways to stay into gratitude is be around people who are in gratitude. So I am inviting you to join my free Facebook group. It's called Success Without Struggle. So just do a search on Facebook, ask to join, and you can get more of these high vibes and more practical tips for really living in that high vibration. And until next time, remember, prosperity becomes you.